Okay, so we're recording. I'm gonna give you specific feedback that you asked for the Module 6 discussion. But before I give you specific stuff, I just wanted to mention briefly, I guess more for the sake of everybody who's watching this. First of all, I already set out an announcement that said where most people lost their points, which was some people didn't even provide an advantage and a disadvantage. Those that did, a lot of people didn't provide an environmental advantage and an environmental disadvantage, because remember, this is an environmental biology class, so you need to at least list one of those, because a lot of people mentioned, rain is unreliable, and some people also mentioned, you might, I don't know, get some chemicals in your water from your roof, and that's all true, but it's all, you need at least one thing from the environment. The other thing was some people didn't use a resource, and some people didn't say how they used the resource. I think that was it. So anyway, before I get to yours too, one more thing basically that I want to say that I don't think anyone mentioned yet, but some people hinted at it. When it comes to collecting water, it really depends on where you are, whether it's good or bad for the environment. Now, whether you support it or not, that's completely up to you. But whether it's good or not for the environment, that depends on where you are. And generally speaking, where we are in West Virginia, it is good for the environment, for the same reason that, if you've read or watched the video for the lab, there's a lot of stormwater runoff that's bad, in the Puget Sound. Same thing here. We also have stormwater runoff. So the more we can reduce that, the better. That being said, let me pull up your work and I'll give you specific feedback. I do know your grade was good, so it should be pretty quick. Let's see. Okay, Puerto Rico Good School, West Virginia State University, conserve biodiversity at Puerto Rico. Since I've been living in the United States, this was 2 years ago. One of the things that most caught my attention is the way that people from America recycle all their stuff. Oops, I might be looking at the wrong one.
Yeah, yes, that's 4.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I was like, wait, I did that for a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a 0.
Let me keep looking. I want to find it though before I present the screen, because I don't want to share somebody else's stuff. 4, 1. It's weird. It's not pulling up when I search it. I know you. Hold on. Let me try something else. Fighting with technology here. Martinez. Try it this way. There we go. Module 6. Okay. All right. So for yours, let me show it. Entire screen, a tab. Read it out loud. In every state of the U.S., there's different laws and different ways of looking at stuff. But why there is laws against collecting and storing rainwater? ? Okay. I do not support laws against collecting rainwater. Good. That was the purpose, right? Do you or do you not? No matter what part of the U.S. you live in. Good. So you cleared that up. I think there are so many benefits, just water from the environment, that whose government say you can't use it. One of the benefits of having a tank is you can conserve water that falls from the sky. It can help people to start conserving water at their home, using for different ways like outdoor toilets, fire protection, etc. In other words, non-potable use. It's very good. It's educational tool to get people to recognize their individual water usage. So, okay, so those were the benefits. It wasn't very explicit about the environmental benefits, so that was a point.
Yeah.
Everything
I can see it now.
Okay. Everything that can help you in your lifetime is always going to cost you. That's a great point. Even like things that are great, there might be a smaller cost, or big, depending on the situation. Anyway, that is what the disadvantage came from. Yep. Having this type of tool in your house is going to have high initial costs. Good. Regular maintenance, not regular rain. Yeah. So again, for the disadvantages, you lost. So it was 1 point for the advantages, nothing environmental. 1 point for the disadvantages, not environmental. 1 point because you have to. I see that you use sources, and those were good, but you should say how you're using it. Like you should say, maybe like right here, one of the benefits, according to blah blah blah.com. So you ease it in there. So there's a point for that, and then that's 4 points. So there's more like a point for that, and also there's just a few like grammatical or typos, whatever. So they kind of shared a point. So that's where the 4 missing points are from.
I got you. Yeah, I got it now. I got it. Okay. So basically, you're saying when I put like how can I say it? If I put the how do you say the thing down?
Yep, the source. Yeah, when you write the source,
Like
it's more
I
than
gotta
just
explain it. I gotta explain like on the discussion how the like does it go together or something.
exactly how you used it. And
Oh yeah, how it does it.
that's a good skill to have and a good thing to do anyway, and just in real life, not just this course. But as far as this course is concerned, that rule is there because people would just take advantage of it, and they would just write whatever they wanted, and then find some link that looked like it had something to do with what they said, and they would just throw a link on there. And that's not the purpose. The purpose is for you to actually get some information from somewhere else. So yeah, but like I said, it could be something as easy as, according to waterconservation.com, these are the benefits. All you have to do is somehow make it obvious to the reader how you used your source.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got it now.
And that's a common mistake for a lot of people. So I'm glad you came to me.
Yeah.
Because I doubt now that you'll make that mistake moving forward.
Yeah. The other question I had, this is my first time taking like an online class, an 8-week class.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I didn't do like the first lab and the first discussion, so I lose that points. And I've been trying to ask you, but I feel like bad asking. Like it's already been like a couple weeks of that discussion. I don't know why can't I do like to earn those points that I lost. If
Well,
there's
this is
something
good.
I can do.
Yeah, and I'm glad we're recording this. I actually mentioned this. I should have mentioned it more, I guess, but I mentioned this at the beginning of the semester. Anybody who misses any assignment can go back and do it for half credit.
Oh, I think
So you can. So even if it's late, you can still do it and get half credit. Or for that matter, like if there's a lab that you did it on time, but it's past the due date, you can still go back and fix your mistakes. It'll still just be for half credit. You know what I mean? So like lab 5 is past due now, but if you missed anything on that, you can go back there and fix it. And if you fix it all, you won't get a 100%, but your grade will still go up. So you can go back and fix everything. If you missed anything, you can turn it in for half credit, including lab 1. I've got one person right now who's redoing the quizzes and the exams. I mean, it's only for half credit because they missed it, but still, half credit is better than nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do that.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna do discussion 1. So I can do discussion 1 and the lab 1, and I still get the half of the points. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Oh yeah. What was that? Let me check. I had it here. Oh yeah. So I want to study like for the like final exam that is week and a half for now. Yeah.
Mhm.
And like you have the reviews of
Mhm.
every exam, but it doesn't say which ones I got correct and which one I got wrong. So
Okay, let me think about that. There's got to be a way. All right. Only the hard part with that is the reason I don't give you.
I know. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Because if you put it back, if I retake the exam, I already got the answers, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and not just you. It could be somebody else. That's the purpose. What you could do in that case is, well, first of all, let me back up, and I'm sure you already know this. It sounds like you already know this, but just to be sure, I'll let everybody know. The final is going to be half old stuff, from the first 3 exams, and half new stuff. So the new stuff will be just as usual, right? I'll provide you a study guide, and you can go off that. The old stuff, it seems like you're already doing this. You should start by studying your old exams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since I can't really come out and just give you the answers, what I can do is you can go through them, and any one of them that you have a question on, like you'll know, and you won't know, but you pretty much know if you got it right. And if there's one that you're not sure about, take a note and say, hey, and then ask me for feedback, and I can.
I got you.
Yeah. And then also another thing to mention, when the time comes for the final, like I said, half of it's going to be from the first 3 exams, but it's not going to be every single question from the first exam, right? Yeah. So what'll happen is when I give you the study guide for the final, it will narrow that down. So the study guide for the final is going to be about 100 questions on there, 50 from the old exams and 50 from the new material. So at that point, you can just narrow it down and sort of stop even looking at your old exams, because the questions from those old exams will be on that study guide.
Yeah. So you're gonna send the study guide on Sunday, right?
I always post it on Monday, but I will give it to somebody as early as Sunday if they email and ask for it.
So I'm gonna email so I can before the week starts, so I can already have it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's fine. Oh, I think that's fine. I'm gonna do the discussion 1 and lab 1, and I thank you a lot because That's why I have like a C right now because I didn't know how the class work at first, and now I'm already used to it. So that's why I'm trying to do all the work now. I just started doing the lab like an hour ago. I'm halfway already done of the one that I gotta watch the video and do, like answer the questions. Yeah, I already
Yeah,
started doing that too. So I appreciate the show a lot.
no
I
problem.
mean, and on discussions, if there's some type of words like you cannot understand sometimes because English is not my first language.
Yeah, and I knew that too because you said you're from Puerto Rico. So
Yeah,
I've kept that in mind with your grading.
yeah. So I appreciate it, inshallah, sir.
No problem. And the last thing to say before I let you go, if you don't mind, email me to remind me that we had this conversation so I can go in there and give your boost. I need to boost your discussion grade at the end of the week. Once you're done with it, I'm going to boost it by
Yeah.
5 or 10% since we've had this, since you
Yeah.
let me give you feedback. You'll get a 10% boost.
So you want me to email you on Sunday so I can remember you on Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I got you.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you, sir. If I have other questions, I will let you know.
That sounds great. It was good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you.
All right. Bye.